Mm-mm. Got it.
Go live in 3, 2, ay, nakalagay na siya. Setting
Ay.
up. Ayan.
Medyo maingay lang pala yung mga notifs ko.
And we're live. Hello, Doha. Hello, world. Welcome to the episode 9 of Pinay Talks. I have here with me a very special guest. Actually, nag-hibernate ako for like more than a month. So talaga yung episode ngayon is special kasi medyo nawala ako ng ilang linggo. So thank you so much. Welcome on the air si DJ Chloe. Yan. Wala akong sounds effects ng
Oo
clap, clap,
nga.
clap.
Dapat meron tayo na lang. Hello!
Oh, yay! So I'm sure marami na nakakakilala sa iyo kasi syempre ikaw ang pambansang boses ng Qatar.
Ako ba?
Ayan.
Unofficial? Hindi ko alam
Ano,
eh. Ano lang, parang I was just there at the right time at the right place. Ayan.
yes.
Miss Con, sandali. Before tayo mag-proceed, i-share ko ng ating
Sige lang
i-share ko yung
po.
natin, Facebook Live also on my page on Facebook.
Ayan.
Ayan, so
Ayan sa
happy.
iyong 1 million subscribers. Ayan. Oh.
Ikaw
1
talaga sa
million
1 million mo
listeners.
Sana
Wow,
nga.
very ako sa 1. Ayan. So I'm sure, actually ako, sobrang thankful ako nakilala kita. Hindi ko alam na meron palang kabayan sa QBS when I first met you. And I'm sure maraming gusto makakilala sa'yo. Sino ba yung magandang boses na yan na nasa likod ng microphone na yan? So ayan, nakikita ka nila talagang live na live ngayon sa Pinay Talk. So it's really a great honor na ikaw ay pinaunlakan mo ang aking invitation sa'yo. Ayan.
Kung Miss Con, malakas ka sa akin eh.
Ay, grabe. Ayan.
Oo. Simula nung nakilala kita, tsaka ang
Deepti.
pangalan nga dito,
Si Deepti.
si Dipti.
Ayan.
Yan,
Hi,
si Dipti.
Deepti. Of
Hi,
course,
Dipti. What up?
yeah, I will send you the recording of this so that you'll know Deepti that we mention you on air.
Oo. Dipti,
Ayan.
hi.
Mm-mm. So, na-share ba tayo? Teka, di ko pa po na-check. I think we're
Yeah, we're
sharing.
live.
Yes,
Actually, yan,
we're
nakita ko
live
na.
na. And we have, two, ayan. Ano yan, asawa ko sa kaanak ko.
Sandali, sana
Ganon.
pala tinext ko rin yung husband ko.
Oo,
Para
text mo sila ng
from
mga
work.
kamag-anak natin. Ayan. So actually, ito, napaka-impromptu po nito, no? Usually, bago ako mag-interview sa mga ini-invite ko, I had a short meeting with them and give them,
Oo.
questions in advance. Pero sa'yo, napaka-kampante ko sa'yo eh. Parang ay,
Next.
kayang-kaya nyo to, hindi na kailangan ng no? questions in advance, no? So parang
Oo.
saka parang gusto ko mas natural, no? Mas impromptu, mas spontaneous tayo.
Yes,
Ayan.
why
Kasi,
not?
correct. Kasi kahit ako parang kinakabahan, di ba? So, sige, spontaneous na lang. Ayun. Pero may pinrepared ako ng mga questions sa'yo. Ayan.
Kinabahan naman ako ng slide. Biglang ako, hindi. Ito hindi,
Ayan.
baka lang naman kasi isipin nila na super impromptu. Really, there's a little bit of preparation that went behind it. And kami naman
Yes.
ni Miss Con, kasi nag-meet kami ni Miss Con when we had Doha Women's Forum,
Yes.
herself and Miss Dippy over at QBS Radio sa 97.5. We really had the privilege na makausap kayo. Ako naman, since sinabi mong hindi mo akalain, nakabayan pala yung nasa QBS, hindi ko rin akalain na what? Talaga founder ng Doha Women's Forum is Filipino? What? So medyo na mind blown din ako doon. I really would not have known if it weren't for my producer, si Sondos.
Yes.
Producer ko sa radyo sa QBS.
Yes.
Sabi niya, Chloe, we really need to have these women on the radio to speak about their yung engagement nga ninyo noon, yung virtual engagement.
Right.
Tapos sabi ko, sure, so who are they? Sabi niya, kunento niya yung background, and she felt at the time that it was so I think it was just parang fitting na mapag-usapan yon about women empowerment and what the
Right.
organization Doha Women's Forum stands for and the women involved. Sabi ko, wow,
Yes.
sige, sige. And then nung pagdating nyo doon ng umaga, parang what? Doon kasi, ako ako kasi I
At
go into
sobrang
an
late yata
interview.
kami or in the nick of time
Hindi.
lang, no?
Oo,
Tama
hindi
lang.
ano lang actually ano yun, marami kasi talagang naliligaw sa loob ng compound ng Qatar Media Corporation.
Oo,
Kasi
sobrang kailangan
malaking
special
compound
pass.
siya.
Oo, oo.
Oo, 'di ba? Ang
Yeah.
daming guards.
Ayan. At meron na po akong official spokesperson ng Doha Women Forum. Si Chloe, siya na po yung nagkwento. Ayan.
Oh,
Pero
'di ba biglang
unforgettable yun.
may
Yeah.
ano na may verbal agreement na. So yun doon kami
Oo.
nagkakilala ni Miss Con. Nakakatuwa naman. Sabi ko, wow, parang galing. I'm so impressed and I was so
Mm.
pleased to know. So doon nagsimula ang ating connection.
Correct, oo. At nakakatuwa talaga na may makita kang, 'di ba, kabayan mo. Ako sobrang
Mm.
natuwa, ay, yay, kabayan yung nandiyan. So,
Oo.
parang yes, we're bringing ano ba, like achievements sa ating mga
Oo.
community, 'di ba? Yes,
Representation. Oo,
representation.
importante yun eh.
Nakakatuwa, ayan. Well, ako to be honest kasi hindi ako talaga mahilig sa radyo. Kaya sabi ko
I
parang hindi ako
forgive you. Charing.
parang hindi
Okay
ako
lang.
ano, yung asawa ko mahilig makinig dun sa dati mong pinanggalingan.
Ay, sa Kabayan Radio naman.
Oo, yes. Ako naman kasi
Oo.
talagang more on worship songs. Pag so nag-aaway
Oo.
kami doon. Siya radyo, ako worship songs.
Oo.
So, ayan. Kaya hindi ako masyadong familiar. Ayun. So, kala ko talaga si DJ Chloe is puti. Ayan. Anyways,
But
ayan.
no.
Ayan po, ayan. Proudly Pinay. So, okay. Itong mga questions ko sa'yo, di ba mahilig ako sa 1 million?
Oo nga eh.
Kaya kasi mangyayari daw 1 million listeners sa Kabayan. Ay, sa ano pala, UBS.
QBS, manifest.
Oo, ayan. I-declare natin yan. So, eto na. So, syempre maraming gusto makakilala sa'yo. Teka lang ha, tingnan ko lang po. Ayan.
Sige lang. Pwede bang mag-entertain ng mga tanong dito sa Pinay Talks, Miss
Ay, oo
Con?
naman. Kasi nga live na live tayo. Yun nga ang gusto namin actually. May engagement talaga from the viewers. Pero so far, ilan pa ba? Asawa ko pa rin, saka anak ko at ano yun. So usually, nanonood sila after. Ayan, kapag
Oo.
tapos na ang trabaho nila. Kaya sa mga
Oo.
magtatanong, sorry po, medyo, syempre may delay ang inyong ang sagot kasi hindi
Oo.
kayo
Kasi tapos na
real time.
kami.
Tapos na, oo. Papadala na lang namin yung mga kasagutan. Ayan po. Ayan, ito ang question ko ha. Handa ka na ba?
Oo, game. Sige.
Dahil ikaw ay magaling na radio presenter, radio host and TV presenter, I would like you to tell us about yourself in 1 minute. Kasama na dun yung family history, yung
Oy, pre!
professional background. 1 minute! Ay, teka, dapat orasan ko siya. Sige, titingnan
Grabe
natin.
naman. Yung
Oo,
triage nga sa hospital, mas mahaba pa. Gusto mo 1 minute? Yung life
oo.
story ko.
Para may challenge, di ba? Ayan.
Ano
Yung
ba?
mga
O,
hindi mo
sige.
mako-cover, syempre, to follow.
O, sige. To follow
Asan
na
na ba
lang.
yung timer? Naku, hindi ko na diyan sa ano.
Seryoso ba yan, Miss Con? Kakaloka. Sige.
Oh, parang may thrill tayo, 'di
Oo
ba?
ba? Sige. Ano yung tanong mo? Paano ako nagsimula?
Oo, para background about
A little
yourself,
bit background,
covering.
bio.
Oo,
O,
pero
sige.
syempre dapat 1 minute lang.
O,
Okay,
sige.
ready
Sabihin mo
na?
kung game
1 minute
na.
kasi
Ah,
yan,
sige.
diyan masusukat si DJ
Sige.
Chloe.
Oh, go
Ayan.
for it.
Okay, go!
Okay, well, I started in radio nung college days ko pa. I was 17 years old. So that's kung paano ako na-introduce sa radio. Radio lover talaga ako. I've been into music for as long as I can remember. Fast forward to when I graduated, medyo I dabbled into the corporate. And then 6 years after graduation, bumalik ako sa radyo. So since 2006, I've been in Philippine radio. So when you say broadcaster, sa radyo talaga ako. And then from there, I branched out to events, presenting, and all of that stuff. I'm also a voice actor and a voice dubber. So
Mm,
baka narinig nyo na rin yung boses ko sa TV commercial, sa radyo, tsaka sa mga telenovela, ganyan. And then
wow.
how I ended up here in Qatar, it's because of my husband who's been working here for almost 12 years. Almost 12 years na rin kaming kasal. So kung tatanungin nyo ako bakit ako nandito, it's because of love.
Oh,
Because I just
wow.
want to be with him.
Oh, wow,
Oh,
sweet.
totoo yun. Meron pa ba? May
Oo.
time pa ba?
Oh yes, 57, 58. Ang galing-galing. Parang,
Ah,
'di ba, stop. Ang galing, oh. Nag-end ka sa love. Ang galing. Ang galing.
well, uh,
Talagang ikaw na talaga. Sobrang, nagawa mo in 1 minute. Nakilala ka namin in 1 minute. Ay,
oo.
nagka-telenovela ka pala, no? Ano, si Marimar pa
Oo.
yan? Or,
Ay,
ano?
hindi. Actually, kung napaaga lang ako sa sa career ko sa dubbing, baka nakapag-audition din ako for Marimar, mga gano'n.
Wow,
Kasi
oo.
iba-ibang characters ang kailangan din nila do'n, eh. Pero mostly, yung ginawa ko kasi I started in 2006, 2007, 2008. Ang mga
Yes,
project ko no'n sa industriya naming mga radyo or TV, tawag namin diyan racket.
yes,
We
oo.
call it project, but racket talaga mostly kasi ang trabaho ko sa radyo no'n 4 hours a day lang talaga.
Ang sarap, 'di ba?
Um,
4 hours lang. After nun,
Oo.
you can do whatever you want to do na naman.
Yes,
Yes,
oo.
oo.
So,
And the
ang
pay is good
talent
sa
ka kasi
atin.
no'n, ang tawag sa'yo talent. So,
Oo.
pag tapos na yung
Artista ang
radyo mo.
feeling, 'no? Oo.
Oo,
As in,
ganyan.
yes.
Ganyan, gano'n.
Oo.
Oh, 'di ba? Kasi tri-media 'yan, 'di ba? 'Pag sinabi mong
Oo.
traditional media, you have, TV, radio,
Radio,
and print.
yes.
So, dun ako sa radyo, and then so kapag, ang ano naman nun, ang natural course naman ng ano nun, ng trabaho mo nun would be to go TV or to go other kung saan yung strengths mo. So, ako
Yes,
talaga audio, yung
yes.
boses.
Oo,
So,
yun ang
yun ta's
puhunan mo. Yes. Mm.
So, diyan ako nag-branch out. So, mga mga voice works, so whether it's acting or for AVP, mga
Yes.
ads, mga branding, yon
Mm.
diyan ako napunta. Ta's later on na yung hosting.
Oo. So, pero bakit ano, radyo? Ba't yun ang naging passion mo? Ba't yun ang napili mo?
Kasi bakit ba? Kasi, simulat sa pulpa talaga gusto ko ng mag-masscomm. As in bata pa lang ako siguro mga
Pareho
grade
tayo ng
3.
course. Yan, Mascom.
Masscomm ka ba?
Yes, Mascom.
Oo,
Kaya tayo madaldal. Ayan. Kaya, ang ano,
oo.
alam ko, ay, alam ko, sisiw na yan sa kanya. Mascom
Oo,
graduated.
kasi broadcast 'di ba? So gusto ko
Oo.
talaga ng gusto ko pa nga dati news
Yes.
presenter.
Oo,
Pero
pareho tayo 'no, pero hindi ako pinalad, eh, 'no. Actually, yung teacher ko nung college, hate na hate niya ako si
bakit?
Shena ng
Sino?
Batibot.
Ay
Super,
talaga? UP
naging
ka
teacher niya ba
ba?
siya?
UP ka ba,
Ha?
Miss Con? UP ka ba?
Hindi, UST, UST.
Ay, UST. Ay, oo nga pala UST
Oo,
ka
si
'no, nabanggit
Shena
mo.
Olasa ng Batibot, ayan.
Ah,
Ewan ko
oo,
siguro
si Ate
nahihiya yata siya
Shena.
nung time na yun. Ako yung favorite,
Bakit?
ewan ko,
Hindi ka niya
ano,
type?
love
Hindi
na
ka niya
love niya
gusto?
ako, eh. Ayun,
Hello,
so
shout
parang
out.
oo, shout out, ano, Ate Shena.
Naalala mo 'di ba kung sino yung terror teacher mo nun?
Ay, oo, sobra. Oh, anyway, yan, going back sa buhay
Oo.
mo, sis,
Kasi
ayan.
'di ba kasi 'pag broadcasting siyempre, hindi naman kaagad-agad, pipili, eh. So,
Yes.
broadcasting puwedeng, major in journal, puwedeng sulat, ganyan.
Yes.
Or ako kasi ang available lang noon was Masscomm, eh, sa,
Mm.
University of Perpetual Help sa Las Piñas. So, just like Miss Con, nag-UST muna ako 1 taon pero BS Pharmacy, ang layo. Sabi ko
Oo.
parang hindi ko
Bakit
passion
sabi nila
talaga, eh.
oo,
Tinry
mm,
ko kasi gusto ng aking nanay at
parents,
tatay. Oo, sabi, "Hindi, try
oo,
mo pre-med." Sabi ko,
oo.
"Okey po." Eh, di tinry ko.
May
Tinry ko
masunuring
naman ng isang
bata.
taon. Oo,
Okey,
'di
oo.
ba? Wala silang masasabi dun.
Correct, oo.
So,
Honor
tinry
your
ko
parents,
naman.
'di ba?
Oo,
Ayun,
sabi yan nasa
mm,
commandments.
oo,
So, I did, pero na-figure out ko na parang it's not for me. And I was
mm,
lagging behind. Sabi ko, I cannot miss, a semester. So,
yes,
I want to continue studying. So, nag-transfer na lang ako na mas malapit sa amin kung saan ako umuuwi kasi taga
yes,
Parañaque kami. So, yun.
oo,
So, nag-pursue ako sa Perpetual, Masscomm. Ta's alam ko na talaga na
gano'n,
sabi ko, leaning towards radio na ako nun. Kasi
yes,
mahilig ako makinig ng radyo, mahilig ako sa music, mahilig ako sa
oo,
mga topics na pinag-uusapan nila. When I was young, I was opinionated. I
oo,
really like ferocious reader kasi ako nun, eh. So kapag may
mm,
talakayan sa radyo which is more constant, mas
yes,
ano siya, eh, consistent siya. So
yes,
if you have a radio
talakayan talaga,
show,
oo,
oh,
yes,
'pag radio show kasi medyo tumo-talk show siya sa atin, eh, 'di ba?
yes, oo,
Sabi ko, gusto ko 'to. So dun ako nag-lean towards.
oo, yeah,
Oo,
ferocious and
oo.
talakayan ng bibigat, ayan.
Oo,
So, sabi mo kasi nagpunta kayo dito sa Qatar because of love, 'di ba? Kasi si
oo.
husband nandito nauna siya. So, ano
Oo.
yung naging first job mo sa Qatar?
First job, ang una ko kasing attempt na pumunta dito kasi nagpakasal kami 2012. So sabi naman ng husband ko, "Hindi
Dito
kita
na sa Qatar?
ifo-force." Sa Pilipinas.
Pilipinas pa, okey, oo.
Oo. So,
Mhm,
May of 2012. After nun, sabi niya, we had to get married kasi para makarating ka naman dito, ma-try mo.
hmm,
Sabi ko, "Sige." It was an option that was left open for years. Sabi niya, "Hindi
mm.
kita ipe-pressure na pumunta ka na dito kasi most couples are like that, 'di ba? O kasal na tayo, you have to move here, we have to be
Yes,
together." Kami
Right.
hindi. We're very progressive in that sense na
Mhm.
kasi na-recognize naman niya, nakita rin niya yung buhay ko sa Pilipinas na parang there's a demand,
Yes.
tsaka ano
Yung
parang
time, oo.
oo,
Mm.
ayun prime, parang parang hitik na hitik nung time na yun, kaliwat kanan yung projects, ganyan.
Yes, oo.
Sabi niya, hindi kita pipigilan, go
Pipigilan.
lang. So,
Mm.
nung na-feel ko na, sige, try natin, it was in 2016. So, I
Yes.
went here, ang tahimik, Miss Con,
Oo,
ang tahimik.
2016,
Walang
oo.
radyong Pilipino, walang anything.
Oo, yes. Mm.
So, I said, oh shoot, sabi ko, anong tatrabahuin ko dito? Sabi ko, yung media. Sabi ko,
Oo,
okay, so if this is gonna be my life, I have to explore other parang passions, other industries.
industry.
Marketing na
Yes,
kasi yung next ko or events.
yes,
Wala talaga eh. So, tinatawagan ako ng mga partners, mga boss ko. Oh, sabi nila, Chloe, umuwi ka muna dito. Kasi may ganitong racket, kailangan namin ng host, kailangan namin ng presenter, ikaw yung inano ng kliyente, ganyan.
yes.
Nung time na yun, naalala mo yung time na may Cebu Pacific pa?
Oo, yes, oo.
Na may 15,000 yata. 15,000
Oo,
pesos tapos round trip.
oo, yes.
So, hindi
'Di
na
ba
masakit
may
sa loob
piso ba?
ko.
Piso pa
May
piso
pizza
lang.
fare pa, 'di
Oo,
ba?
mga
Mga
gano'n,
gano'n.
oo.
O
Mm.
sabi ko, "O sige, uwi na muna ako." So that was 2016. Hindi na ako bumalik. Kasi sabi ko,
Okey.
nakita ko yung climate eh. Na sabi ko, oh, I gave it about 4 to 5 months, but
Yes,
there was nothing. It didn't happen for me. And then I
yes,
came back December 2008.
yes, dito sa Qatar, yes.
Sorry, December 2018. Ayun.
Mm, yes,
So,
yeah.
it was the time shortly after that when I got here, mga January of 2019. So it was just a matter of less than two months. I received alam mo yung pinagpasapasahan lang na yung social media poster na
Yes,
nangangailangan ang tawag nito, audition or nag-open for hiring si Kabayan Radio. So the
okey.
first Filipino radio station. Sabi
Right.
ko, sige try natin. Na-forward sa asawa ko. So pinuntahan ko yung interview.
So
Um,
parang technically yun ang naging first job mo?
Parang yun.
Oo,
Parang yun
oo.
talaga, oo.
Wow, okey. Talagang
Tapos
yung
yun
passion
na,
mo, oo, led you to your ano 'no, to your
oo,
first
eh.
job. Mm,
Oo, kasi alam mo naman parang puzzle yan, so hanapin mo talaga where you fit.
yes. At ikaw ang pioneer doon sa Kabayan Ratio, 'di ba?
Oo, ako yung unang naging boses nila dun.
Oo.
Kasi may testing pa kami dun, parang namin, parang pilot broadcast, online pa
Mm.
lang.
Yes,
Siyempre before ka
oo.
naman, parang simulation. So we did a whole
Mm.
like almost a month of simulation online before
Right,
we finally brought it to the FM band. So
right.
okay naman, ang grabe lakas ng nun. As in lakas talaga ng response ng
Oo, kasi
community. Parang, oh
oo,
my God! Oh,
correct,
parang,
'di ba? Siyempre first Filipino radio sa Qatar parang
oo
wow,
eh.
'di ba? Pero
Tsaka
yun nga
sense mo
lang,
talaga yung hunger. Yung, alam mo yun,
yes,
yung yearning
yes.
to have a radio
Mm.
station na representative of the Filipino community.
Yes. So next na siguro is, the first ano, TV naman 'no? First
Ay!
Filipino TV, 'di ba? Why not?
Inshallah, my gosh.
Oh, 'di ba?
Sana lang. Oo, pagdasal
Oo,
natin yan. Hingin
oo.
natin.
Oo, 'di ba through QBS puwedeng ano 'yan.
Oo.
So yun lang 'no, sayang ano nga pala, bakit pala DJ Chloe? Kasi I know it's only like your screen name ba or
Mm.
ayan, baka puwedeng malaman
Oo.
kung ano yung real name mo.
Oo naman. My real name is Diane.
Oh, 'di ba? Parang ang layo
Diane.
sa
Oo.
Chloe, oh.
Okay, ang story kasi diyan, Miss Con, ayan na, sorry. Meron po akong allergies, so medyo po
Ayan,
may mga times na sisinga po ako ng slight.
ayan.
Kasi naman yung palit na ng panahon. Ayun.
Oo,
So yung Chloe, ang weird nga nung Chloe na yan eh. 2006, bumalik na ako na radyo. So from my corporate job, sa BPO kasi ako. So I was a training supervisor na noon for a
yes,
business processing outsource. Na nung mga panahon naman na yon, talagang big sa atin. Laki ng
yes,
pasahod, maganda yung training program for yung mga medyo corporate na. Pero
mm.
I found my way back to radio. So 2006, magraradyo na ako. Sabi sa akin nung partner ko na lalaki, si Johan Abando. Sabi niya, "Gusto mo bang gamitin yung pangalan mo na Dayan?"
Uy,
Sabi ko,
classmate ko yun.
"Oh my, are
Si
you
Johan
serious?"
Amado, Johan
Si
nakikinig ka ba?
Johan?
UST yun 'di ba? Alam ko may
Oo,
classmate ako na
Tamasian.
yung malaking tao, yung malaking mama,
Oo. Uy,
malaking
payat na siya ngayon ulit. Pumayat
talaga?
siya. Kasi nag-running
Oo.
kami nun eh. Alam mo
Ah,
ilang taong kaming partners, madam?
Sa ano
Tagal namin
ilalim?
partners. Almost 6, 7 years yata kaming partners. Sa
Wow,
Melo 94.7.
wow, galing.
Kami si
Classmate
Chris and
ano?
Chloe doon.
Oo, oo. I
Oo.
see.
Kasi
Oh,
ano siya, Chris siya eh. Johan Chris Abando.
oo,
Or yung
oo.
Christopher actually.
Oh, 'di
Classmate mo
ba?
si Johan.
Yes,
Nakakaloka ka.
I hope naalala niya pa ako. Yes, I think classmate ko siya. Oo, kasi familiar yung name niya. Oo.
Oo,
Oo, yung ano,
Abando.
oo.
Oo,
Okay, naging
sige,
ano
text
pala
ko siya
siya, radio
mamaya.
host. Oo. Hindi ko na
Oo.
naabutan yung mga buhay ng mga naging college friends ko kasi ano ba, 2005, andito na ako sa Qatar. So,
Kaya nga, oo, ang aga mo
yun.
dito.
So
Oo.
medyo hindi ako
Oh my
updated sa mga
gosh!
naging buhay nila.
Grabe,
Okay.
small world. Sasabihan ko siya
Oo,
mamaya.
correct. Oo, ayun.
Gusto mo
And
yung
then
eureka
going,
moment. Ayun, so
oo.
ganyan. So sabi ni Johan, sabi niya, ano ba gusto mo ba na gamitin yung Dayan? Sabi ko, okay, pwede naman. Pero tinitest namin, like how it's gonna roll in my tongue, ganyan. So
Yes.
parang Chris and Diane. Kasi sa atin, yung pangalan kong Diane, hindi naman pwedeng Diane on radio
Yes,
kasi
yes.
English kami. So
Parang
it
pag
has to
Dayan,
be
parang sexy star. Dayan.
Parang
Yung,
Diane, like
oo.
Diana Ross. Eh, I can't say Diane all the time.
Oo,
Pangit, di
yes.
ba? Ang
Oo.
arte-arte. So sabi niya, nagpa-test kami sa mga listeners noon. Parang, do you wanna suggest a name for this lady host who's gonna be my
Ah,
partner? Keme-keme,
yes.
ganyan. Ang dami nag-suggest. Tapos,
Okay.
finally, somebody said, how about Chloe? Parang,
Mm,
okay, Chris and Chloe.
yes.
It sounds nice. It rolls well in
Okay.
your tongue. It's monosyllabic. And pareho
Oo.
kaming CH.
Oo.
CHRIS siya. Tapos CHLOE
Mm-mm.
ako. Parang, oh my gosh, it's gonna look good even sa mga, kunyari, mga branding materials. Chris and
Mm-mm.
Chloe. Like, tapos sabi niya, Chris and Chloe, like, oh, CNC Music Factory because we're a music
Yes.
program, which
Right.
is apparently a name of a 90s band.
Mm-mm. Yes.
So, perfect, ganyan. Sige, oh, Chloe na lang. So yun na. So that's how it was born. Tapos it took off. So
Yes.
sabi ko, so lahat na ng branding ko, lahat na ng social media ko,
Yun na.
ginawa ko ng Chloe. So,
So yung taong bayan pala ang nag-decide ng iyong
oo,
pangalan.
oo, correct. Sila
Oo.
talaga. Kasi
Oo.
nahirapan kami mag-isip eh.
Oo. Buti hindi naging ano, no, Chris and Tina. Parang
Oh,
Christina.
hindi naman. Hindi. Talagang ang dami kasi. May mga
Oo.
weird pa nga na suggestion na mga Shaniqua. Ano?
Yes.
Shaniqua?
Ang OA, ganun pa.
Oo, ang weird. Parang, oh no,
Mabulol
it's not
ka.
gonna work. Chris and
Yes.
Chloe was just perfect. So sabi namin, okay, very good, very good. So let's go with that.
Yes. Okay. Let's ano naman talk about your most unforgettable experience sa
Sa
profession mo. Pero syempre
radyo.
may catch na naman tayo,
Oh,
'di
1 minute na naman.
Yes, tama ka diyan. 1 minute. Ayan.
Lagi may time pressure. Sige,
Oo,
wala ka
'di
may,
ba?
ano ba, unforgettable?
Oh, teka start ko na ba?
Sige,
Start
start
ko
mo
na
na.
ha. Ayan.
Oo.
Okay,
Sig
ready, set,
oh,
go. Hmm.
unforgettable moment sa radyo. Kasi sa atin sa radyo, I mean sa atin sa Pilipinas kasi marami kaming mga international artists din na in-interview. So when they come over to do their PR, to do their with their road managers from abroad. So we get to interview them. Siguro a few that I managed to interview si Neo kasi
Hmm.
sobrang hindi ko siya na-interview but I met him in radio. Other than that, unforgettable moment siguro nung first time ako nakapagmura sa radyo.
Talaga?
Sila
Sa
Muy Muy
Pilipinas 'yan?
Palaboy yung kaano ko nun. On
Oo.
air to live. Si
Oo,
Muy Muy
oo.
Palaboy yata in-interview ko nun.
Oo.
Tapos nag-PI ako.
Pero out of excitement ba 'yan o dahil
Out of
nainis ka?
excitement. Out of
Okay, oh.
excitement. Oo,
Mm.
yun.
Talaga, oh.
Sino pa ba? Tsaka mga interviewing really I would say, famous because they were highly sensationalized. Like Maria Ozawa, she's an
Hmm.
adult entertainer. I mean, how would you
Yes.
handle an interview like that, right?
Yes, that's
So
true.
we ask her all sorts of
Oops.
hot questions. Ayun.
Yan,
So
sabi nga,
yun.
yan, one and
Unforgettable siya sa akin.
talaga.
Kasi
Mm,
parang you would
mm.
want to keep it as decent as possible, as radio
Yes,
friendly as possible. But then again, this is an adult entertainer that you're talking to. So
that's
gusto
true.
mong malaman yung mga pinagsimulan din niya.
Oo,
So
oo.
it was a challenge. It was a challenge. But at the same time, she was one of the most wonderful guests that we've ever had.
Siguro
So
ako kung
galing.
tatanungin naman ano may unforgettable experience ko, siguro ito yung interview sa'yo, oh, 'di ba?
Ala siya!
'Di ba? Ayan. Oh, next question po. Ano yung greatest fear mo at paano mo siya na-overcome?
Greatest fear sa trabaho sa radyo pa rin, no, Miss Con?
O kaya kahit anong aspeto ng buhay mo. Ayan.
Greatest fear ko noon siguro, o sige, two things. sa akin no'n nung pagpunta ko dito, kasi I don't know, it's alam mo yun, for somebody who's been so comfortable and who's been so accustomed to the life in the Philippines, alam mo na alam mo
Mm.
nang i-navigate, 'di ba? Pero
Yes.
nung pagpunta ko dito, it's like, shoot, parang new frontier na naman siya. Parang it's a strange land. I mean, sabi ko sa sarili ko no'n, dito ko matitest kung talaga bang benta ko. Kung talaga
Oo.
bang I have the skills, I have the, I have the all the values and lahat ba ng
Yes.
natutunan ko sa Pilipinas kung magiging applicable pa rin siya dito. So it
Yes.
turns out, okay naman. Sabi ko, oh shoot, parang galing yung training ko sa Pilipinas no'n, umano pa rin
Na-apply.
dito. Oo, parang
Mm.
it helped me a lot.
Yes.
So, pinapasalamatan ko talaga yung mga naging partners ko, mentors ko, mga nag-advise sa akin dati, mga nakatrabaho ko. So lahat yon, lahat ng values and everything, nadala ko
Yes.
dito. Even the
Mm.
way when we started Kabayan Radio, I mean, the culture that I really wanted to start there was parang family. Parang you look
Mm.
after each other and, you help each other grow. So, yun ang naging na-imbibe ko. Siguro sa trabaho,
Mm.
yun nga, if I can compete, or not compete, if I can be a team player in sabihin na lang natin na in the big leagues. Kasi
Yes.
Kabayan Radio is a Filipino-run, privately owned radio station.
Yeah, Filipino owners
QBS,
talaga siya 'no, tama
Filipino
ba?
owners with, of
Okay,
course,
okay.
a partner, no, Qatari partner.
Mm.
Pero when I got an offer to be a presenter at QBS Radio, I was like, who am I? Who am I to turn this down? So sabi
Yes.
ko, 'di ba parang you can't be just modest all the time and say, "Oh, I
Yes.
have to stay with this company that I started with." And
Yes.
while I know they're also rooting for me. Syempre, kasi 1 year pa lang ako nun sa Kabayan eh. So I
Yes.
really would have wanted to see or be with them as they grow and see
Yes.
where it will take
Especially ikaw
us.
nag-pioneer ka 'di ba, parang
Oo, may gano'n.
yung
Siyempre
puso
may
mo, oo.
attachment, oo.
Correct, oo.
May sentimental value 'yon. Pero naisip ko rin, if I turn this down, how long will an opportunity like this come back around?
Yes.
So
Yes.
hindi mo alam, 'di ba? Parang
Mm.
when will it come knocking at my door again?
Mm,
So sabi ko
mm.
sayang naman. So I wanna see if I'm ready for the big leagues. Kumbaga yung ibang lahi, lalo na 'to
That's good.
government-owned radio station.
Yes.
So sabi ko, the mere fact that I was offered this job,
Yes. It's meant to be.
wow!
Yeah,
Oo,
that's
sabi ko,
true.
"Go
Oo.
na, let's go na." Parang gano'n. So,
Oo.
talagang nag-ano rin
Pinag-iisipan
ako.
mo ba?
Oo, hindi siyempre
Oo.
pinag-isipan ko kung
Oo.
igo-go ko na ba nung time na yon
Oo.
or if they would be willing to wait. Ewan ko, it was an internal monologue. Pero
Yes.
tinake up ko rin siya with my husband. Tapos
Yes.
yun na, so siyempre na pinag-usapan namin, sabi niya, "I-go mo na kasi sayang 'yan.
Mm,
And it will
mm.
be another feather in your hat." Sabi
Yes.
ko, "Yeah, okay, sige, game." So yun,
Oo.
yun yung fear ko dati. Yun, parang challenge din sa'kin kasi I'm always looking for the next best ano, next best big
Mm.
challenge,
That's
'di ba?
true. Oo.
Oo.
Ayun, talagang 'pag
Ayan,
meron kang attachment sa isang bagay, ang hirap talaga iwan, 'di ba?
oo,
Pero sometimes you have to, of course, also think of yourself and your family, 'di ba? Kung
correct, oo. At saka
next.
babalik ka dun sa yung ano
Mm.
mo, why. Yung why
Yes.
are you here, 'di ba?
Oo.
Oo.
And if you have ano, alam mo yun, serve your purpose na doon, 'di ba?
Hmm,
Now next,
tama
oo.
ka diyan, tama ka diyan.
Ayun. So eto, have you ever experienced ba yung parang, unequal, treatment sa work or any aspeto sa buhay mo? Especially now that you are, working in a ano ba, Arab-dominated company?
Oo, or
Yeah.
multinational.
Oo, yes. Have you ever
Ako,
experienced that? Mm.
alam mo, Miss Con, interesting that you asked me that kasi I've heard about this
Mm.
many, many times even before I got here. Through the stories from my husband, sabi niya
Yes.
may ano pa rin, may mafe-feel mo pa rin na
Discrimination.
discrimination or
Yes.
there's a glass ceiling, no? Yung
Mm.
tinatawag natin na
Mm.
hanggang dito ka lang kasi you're of a certain descent or of a certain nationality,
That's right.
ethnicity, or background.
Agree. Oo,
So,
yes.
oo,
Mm.
hanggang dyan ka lang. So you
Mm.
won't go any further even if you feel like you're qualified.
Right.
In my case, wala naman ako naramdaman na gano'n kasi I've joined my company in March of 2020 and
Right.
we're a multinational company. It's true, it's Arab dominated.
Mm.
Kasi of course we are in the Middle East after all. So
Yes.
as a Southeast Asian, wala akong naramdaman na gano'n eh. I
Yes.
mean, to be honest, and I keep telling my friends this, I keep telling my former coworkers about this. And I feel like we are being treated fairly, being treated
Mm.
ganun na rin kung paano ka rin how you're perceived and how
Yes.
you to talk to people. I feel like I also get the same energy from them.
Mm.
Like if I'm nice, if I say good morning, I mean it's very
Yes.
very human nature, very back to basics kind of thing. You know, you're
Yeah.
new, so you want to get to know the people around you. I mean, ako, I'm generally nice. So kung
Yes.
ano
Yeah.
ko sa'yo, ganito ako sa everyone.
Oo. Tama naman
Uh,
sinabi mo kanina na how you are being perceived, 'di ba?
mm,
Ah, Siyempre kung if they think na, "Oy, hindi 'to kumbaga undermine," 'di ba? So I
oo.
think the people will really treat you na well,
Oo.
because they know
Correct.
that, okay, this person will not just easily be
Oo.
alam mo how you say that? Yung magpapa-undermine nga. So,
Oo.
kaya
At saka
dapat minsan
wala
mag-project tayo ng okay,
correct. Ako
confidence.
wala at saka yes, I mean, I've always held my own as parang as confident as possible. Kasi,
Yes.
hindi naman tayo din dumating sa ganitong edad sa
Mm.
kinakatayuan natin without having paid my dues.
Yes.
Kumbaga, I'm worth my salt. Kumbaga,
Yes.
sabi nga nila, di ba? Hindi na naman tayo kahapon lang natuto or alam mo yon, hindi naman
It
tayo
took
fresh.
years, oo.
Seasoned na. Nandun na tayo
Yes.
sa pero it
Mm.
doesn't mean that you don't no longer work and to learn further because
Yes.
you have to.
Yes.
Kaizen principle, 'di ba? Continuous learning tayo.
Mm.
So, hindi rin yun din kasi I've worked with a lot of really young individuals, young professionals in the industry
Right.
and even
Mm.
out of it na to this day namamangha ako kasi how did not I know this? Parang and I learned it from them. So in
Yes.
that sense, kahit na matanda ka na, kahit na season ka, kahit
Continue.
matagal ka ng nasa
Mm.
industriya, don't be ageist. Kasi
That's
there
true.
are a lot of things that other people know that you don't. And at the end of the
Exactly.
day, you're
Mm.
only worth, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not who you are or what you know, it's who you know. Meron yun
Mm.
I mean, you're not an island. You really have to
Mm.
make connections and you
Yes.
have to connect with the right
Collaborate.
people.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly, laging gano'n. Lagi ano ako
Mm.
nun, believer ako nun.
Yes.
Tsaka siguro sa trabaho rin, just going back, ano,
Mm.
very welcome sila and wala akong naramdaman na racism or anything like
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Um, I
That's
mean,
good
our
to know.
interests,
Yeah.
they're
So,
common, oo.
yeah. So next time, I will interview someone pala from QBS, no? Especially from their HR, no? Kasi
Oo.
syempre, they are into empowering women. Ay,
Yung mga producers namin magagaling yun. Oo,
oo.
although mga bagets yun, pero mahuhusay yung mga yun.
So, pero alam mo, sobrang effective nga talaga si Radio when actually, even before you asked me to be the guest, I think
Mm.
na-announce yun na, di ba?
Oo.
Sorry, na merong Doha Women Forum.
Mm.
And a lot of people, message me. They only, came to know about the event through your radio. Sabi ko, grabe naman, parang nasa social media na ako. Parang
Well,
talagang,
well, well.
yes, so important talaga ang di ba? So, yan,
Oo.
dahil yan ang ano mo yung nako-contribute mo sa community. So, next
Mm.
question ko is, how are you making an impact through what you are doing now?
How am I making an impact?
Mm-mm.
Ako kasi babalik ako sa grassroots. Like
Mm.
as a professional na kasi
Mm.
media tayo and I mean a responsible journalist would always have to properly check information,
Yes.
check and balance.
Yes.
Tsaka ano tayo, there's always like two sides of the story.
Mm-mm.
So ako before talaga sa programa, preparation.
Yes.
So, hindi lang naman din ako, it's always a team.
Yes.
So, yung mga sinishare natin on air, hindi yan spur of the moment
Mm.
or hindi yan haka-hakang narinig mo sa kapitbahay mo tas ikukwento mo as
Ito-broadcast.
if
Correct.
oo, as if a
Mm.
matter of factly, hindi
Mm.
ganon. So, you
Mm.
also check for proper sources and
Right.
you ask yourself, again, babalik tayo dun sa basic ng journalism, yung 5 Ws and an H. Parang,
Mm.
why are you sharing this? Who are you
Mm.
sharing it to? What is it all about? How are
Mhm.
you sharing this? And
Yes.
when is this happening? Parang mga ganyan. So,
Yeah.
titingnan din natin yung value ng sinishare mo online or sinishare mo on air.
Right.
Kapag
Mhm.
sinabi ko ba to, parang ito philosophical. One of Socrates teaching na parang if you're gonna tell me this, what good is it going to give
Is it
me?
beneficial to me
Is it
or is it
beneficial, 'di ba?
mm,
Parang
oo,
mga gano'n, mga basic
true.
principles. So, ano tayo, sala
Kumbaga
tayo.
yes,
May purpose kung
be
bakit mo
responsible,
sinasabing sinasabi mo.
oo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kasi ano yan eh, yun ang turo kasi sa kahit sa
ganun.
eskwelahan pa.
Yes,
So, kapag hindi naman gano'n, then maybe you're just making noise. Maybe you're just being, alam mo yon, parang baka naman gossip ang dating. So,
yes,
lagi nating iisipin yon.
yes. Yeah.
Impact siguro, when all of this is done, lahat ng nasabi ko nagawa na natin, impact would
Mm-mm.
be really parang driving that energy to where it's due. Like in your case, I mean, you have a wonderful event that happened not too long ago. I mean, ang mere job namin was to inform the public that, hey, you know what, this is happening.
Yes,
And
yeah.
you might want to check it out because ito yung objective nila.
Yes.
Nakakatulong sila. They're providing a platform for women like yourself who
Mm-mm.
want to be empowered or who wants to empower. Then ito yun,
Yes.
no?
That's
'Di ba?
true.
Sometimes kasi it's just a matter of putting the right information out there.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm.
If there are information, of course, na makakapag-create lang ng division, 'di ba? Might as well
Oo.
not, ano na lang, 'di ba, parang share, 'di ba?
Oo,
Siyempre,
correct.
the information should, it's meant to unite and to give
Mm,
accurate information, not to
correct.
divide the people. And
Correct.
yes,
Or
napaka,
maybe it's
mm,
not the show for it. Kasi
mm,
isipin mo rin na ito bang material ko na 'to, akma ba siya dun sa tema ng show ko, tema ng
yes,
programa ko? Kung hindi, hindi mo na responsibilidad 'yon. Kasi we have again, what you hear in the morning, it's a music program. So
yes,
kasi may mga ano tayo, may mga nagko-comment din na, "Chloe, why don't you talk about these things?" and like that. And then, well, you know what? It's not my call. It's not entirely my call. I have a team behind me. We have
right,
our bosses, we have our supervisors, and hindi lang ako ang nagde-decide just because I'm
mm,
on the mic. It doesn't mean, I mean, you might
yes,
think that way, but it's not.
yes,
So, i-account mo lahat yung, syempre yung responsibility tsaka jobs ng ka-teammate mo, 'di
yes,
ba?
yes,
So, ganun yun. Or maybe the reason why we're not talking about it is because it's not a proper platform. Meron
yeah,
tayong commentary, meron tayong mga
mm,
news shows,
May
hindi yung
tamang
programa.
platform, yes,
Oo, may tamang
oo.
platform tayo.
Yes, you cannot be like, everything
Oo
for,
naman.
yeah,
Para
for
ka
the,
ng chop suey nun, 'di ba?
oo, correct.
Oo, halo-halo.
Mm. Next time, mag-halo-halo show tayo. Yan, pwede
Oo.
yan.
Puwede 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 yan
Oo,
sa Pinay Talks.
oo. Eto, what has been God's greatest and unexpected blessings you receive? I'm sure marami yan,
Unexpected.
pero yung sobrang unexpected na hindi mo akalain, biglang boom, binigay ni God. Minsan kahit hindi mo nga hinihingi, parang biglang
Oo
dumating
nga,
sa'yo.
eh.
May mga
Alam mo
ganong instances.
totoo,
Mm-mm.
Miss Con. Alam mo yung kasi sometimes your heart yearns for something even if you don't audibly say it.
Mm-mm.
Siguro especially if you have a strong faith, no? Um,
Mm-mm.
Ang dami na, eh. Ano ba, yung siguro yung hindi ko hiningi na sana maging maganda yung buhay namin magkasama
Mm.
ng asawa ko dito. Pero
Mm.
sabi ko, "Lord, sana naman may magandang naghihintay," gano'n. Pero I wasn't too specific.
Yes.
Sabi nga ng iba, kung if you want to call on the universe to give you certain things, you have to be
Specific.
wildly specific, 'di ba? Ito
And
yung
dream
gusto
big
ko.
and ask big. Oo.
Oo, 'di ba? Dapat
Because we have a big God, di ba? So,
oo, sabi nga ilista mo, ano yung gusto mo, yung negotiables, non-negotiables, may gano'n.
mm,
Eto hindi, eh. So,
mm,
very unexpected in that nature. Pero nung
mm,
pagdating ko dito, I never thought that I'll meet, good-natured people and, have friendships that I never thought I would have. Kasi
yes.
maldita ako sa Pilipinas, Miss Con, medyo
Ay,
maldita ako.
oo, pareho naman
Oo,
tayo. Oo, maldita
oo.
din ako dati. Mataray!
Oo,
Oo,
ganyan. Yung
di
parang,
ba?
I don't make friends right away, because
O,
I'm from, ganon, I'm
oo,
from a certain class or whatever.
correct, oo.
Di ba? Alam mo, may ganon akong attitude,
Correct.
which is
Oo,
bad.
yes.
Oo,
Usually mga mascom ganyan kasi.
oo nga. O, di ba?
Mga
O, hindi lang
arte-arte.
ako.
Oo,
Aminin
di ba?
mo.
Hmm.
Arte-arte.
Oo,
So,
yes.
so agree ka na may ganon. Ewan ko, tayo lang
Yes.
bang ganon?
Oo, may
Siguro
mga
mascom yata.
oo, parang majority yun kasi siyempre mascom, kala sa TV,
Oo.
sa
Oo.
broadcasting, so
Oo, correct, di
arte-arte
ba?
lang, 'di ba?
Oo.
Pero siyempre
So,
hindi lahat. Siguro
oo. O, wag natin i-generalize. O
oo,
baka
baka
kaming dalawa
sabihin
lang
may
ni Miss Con.
mag-comment. Ayun, okey. Ayun,
So
going
yun.
back, oo.
Oo. So yun ang unexpected na blessing na hindi ko naman siya hiningi like on the get-go or pinagdasal kay Lord. Pero
Mhm.
parang it was in my heart really kasi syempre bagong lugar. Hindi ko alam kung
Yes.
makakahanap ako ng mga taong magiging kaibigan ko. And I did. I did. I mean,
Yes.
there's really ano parang people can become treasures in your life.
Yes.
Alam mo 'yon, and they will help you get to where you want to be. And sabi
Yes.
nga na you also have to be wary who you let in your life kasi
Yes, yeah,
'di ba?
importante yun. Yeah, surround
Importante 'yun
yourself
eh.
with good, positive people,
Yeah,
hindi yung
oo,
mga toxic
oo.
people,
Correct. Huwag tayong
mahirap
parang
yun.
7-Eleven bukas para sa lahat.
Oo, hindi dapat lahat,
Oo,
'di
'wag
ba? Choose then
gano'n.
your friends
Oo
wisely. That's
naman,
true.
tama. Oo,
Oo.
and I thought I would never have that gift to choose.
Yes.
And that I would ever have, great people in my life now that I'm here in Qatar. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
And there's you. Oh my gosh,
Oy,
imagine
grabe,
that.
grabe.
Oh my gosh,
Grabe siya. Okay.
imagine.
Meron ako ano,
Founder ng Doha Women's Forum.
ay gano'n.
Oo, 'di
Oo,
ba?
yeah,
Nakataba ng
actually,
puso.
totoo. God really gives, wait lang ha, may tumatawag. Froy, later ka na tumawag ha. Baba ko lang ha. Wait,
Froy. Hello,
dali
Froy.
lang po. Tawagan kita later. Ayan. Wait lang po. Makulit siya. Ano
Dali
tawag
lang,
doon? Siyempre,
Froy.
binibigay naman talaga ni Lord kung ano yung makakabuti sa atin. Kung hindi naman makakabuti, hindi naman yung talaga ibibigay. So, yung mga
Mm.
blessings na nare-receive natin, di ba? It's because yun ay makakabuti sa atin at magiging closer pa tayo sa Kanya, di ba? Hindi siya
Yes,
magbibigay ng mga blessings na makakapagpalayo sa atin.
I agree.
Ayun. Ayan, grabe ang bilis ng oras. 2:47 na. Meron pa
Oo,
akong
hutakin
pa-game
mo.
sa'yo eh.
May game pa?
1 minute uli.
Sige, dali lang hatching
Sige,
ako. O
ito
sige.
last na lang. Ito last na lang po, last na question. Ayan,
Carry lang,
advice to
go.
young women who would
Ay,
want to pursue
advice.
their passion. Ano, 1 minute
Ah,
or 1 second?
grabe naman. Toink, ganon, tapos na. Ano na?
Hindi. Walang oras yan. Walang 1 minute yan. Ayan.
Ano
Kasi
ba?
this is very
Mag-asawa ng
important.
OFW. Charot. Alam mo.
Ayan.
Sige, 1 minute advice. Okay.
Hindi kahit walang
Um,
1 minute kasi syempre baka napakaganda na sasabihin mo, ayoko namang ano, 'di ba, pigilan 'yon.
na-pressure ako. Wala akong magandang sasabihin. Charing. Hindi.
I'm sure
Ito.
marami, 'di mo lang alam
To
kung
be
ano
honest.
sasabihin. Sobrang
To be
dami, ayan.
honest, ako siguro ang advice ko to young women who want to pursue their passions or who perhaps want to get into the broadcast media, umpisa natin sa know what you really want. I mean, I know that it's gonna be hard, especially when you're young, because you want to do so many things in so
Yes,
little time, 'di ba? May ganun eh. And
oo.
I encourage that you do that because you never know. There are certain experiences in your life that will bring you or open doors for
Mm,
you. And think of life not as a straight line. I mean,
mm,
even at a certain age, you can still open doors and explore possibilities. You can go from front to back, sideways. Sa akin kasi ganun
oh,
ko nakikita ang buhay. Na
yes.
hindi porket, oh, 40 ka na, Chloe, ano nang gagawin mo? What's the
Ayan,
next step?
nalaman na yung age mo, so 40 ka na.
Okay lang.
Oh,
40.
oh yes, 'di
Char.
ba? Proud, 'di
Oo.
ba? Oo, kasi yung
Correct.
iba ayaw
Oo.
sabihin yung age eh. I
Hindi,
prefer
go
to
lang
to be
ako.
proud. Oo.
Although numinipis yung buhok ko dito sa Qatar, in fairness, yung tubig natin dito.
Papalitan mo yung
Nasa-stress
shampoo
ako.
mo. Ayan.
Oh, palitan ko yung shampoo ko.
Ayan.
Pero pero sa advice talaga, ako kasi in my early 20s, talagang I lived my life. I lived my life as a single woman who's young, who's active, and who's, like just
Adventurous, yeah.
just adventurous. Yun kasi
Mm,
ako eh. Kung hindi ka
mm.
naman ganon, it's okay. Pursue other passions.
Yes, yes.
Don't limit yourself. Don't I mean kasi society might dictate you how you're supposed to live your life. At the end of
Yeah,
the day, it's
especially with
your
the
life.
onset of social media. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so
Mm-mm.
it's buhay mo yan eh. Pero syempre kung meron ka ng advisor sa buhay mo, if you have your parents who also guide you or your elders, that would be great. Another advice would be, which brings me, another advice would be to take on confidants or advisors. Ibig sabihin, it doesn't have to be your parents or hindi naman sila lang. Pwede
Yes,
ring teacher mo, pwedeng mentor mo in some
yes,
shape or form, somebody that you look up to and palagay mong makakatulong din sa'yo in
yes.
terms of pagbibigay ng advice.
That's true.
Like like Doha Women's Forum, kung sino rin yung makikilala mo dyan, di ba? So, have somebody like a role model or people that you trust and who can
Yeah.
give you great advice.
Or an
And
accountability partner. Napaka-importante
yan.
niyan, 'di ba?
Importante
Oo.
yun eh. Oo. Kasi
Mm.
ako, meron din akong ganun. Meron din akong ganun sa buhay ko. They probably don't know that there are my accountability partners, but we don't
Yes.
label them that. We label them as
Yes.
friends.
Yes.
But they are. They are. They
Yes.
have that, yun yung function nila sa buhay mo. Or sabihin, sige, let's just call them the friends with the most moral compass.
O, 'di ba?
Yan. Oo.
Oo.
Who would, pag medyo, uy, anong
Ang
ginagawa
haba
mo?
ng oo, haba ng pag-introduce, "Meet my friend who's ano, may
Oo.
moral
May
compass."
moral compass.
Kasi may mga friends
Kasi,
na walang moral compass, 'di ba?
oo,
It's like, oh,
tama. Aminin mo. May mga ganyan. May
oo,
mga fair-weathered friends. Nandyan lang kapag
oo,
inuman
oo,
or pag
correct.
party-party. So,
Pagpasayahan mo,
oo, pag masaya lang. Pag
mm,
malungkot, nadidisperse na sila. So,
oo,
maghanap ka ng ganon. So, surround yourself. I mean, in summary, for that particular point, surround yourself with people
mm,
who you trust and who you love and also love you.
yes,
And finally, my third would be to I guess kasi sa akin believer ako ng pag-aaral eh. Believer ako na although I'm not enrolled in a school right now. I mean, just have the passion to learn, have the
yes,
passion to keep learning and
mm,
don't stop kasi maaring ito yung ginagawa mo ngayon but aim high, parang dream, 'di ba?
yes,
Ano ba yung next step mo? I mean, just be curious what the next few years will look like for you. And
exactly,
start drawing your future.
yes,
Uso rin kasi sa amin dati yung dream boarding eh. So may
oo.
ganun ako.
May
May ganun
vision
ako na
board 'no?
may
Oo,
vision board, oo.
mm,
Although I don't do my vision board now, but I list the things that I want to pursue, I still want to do.
mm,
So yun, habang buhay tayo, habang buhay tayo.
oo, may
Gawin
pag-asa.
natin yun. Oo,
Oo.
oo,
Yan, maganda
explore.
yun. Start drawing. Keep on drawing. Basta use the right, right
Oo.
tool.
Materials ah.
Oo, yan. O, di ba? Yan, ang dami naming learning sa'yo. Magpapa-contest nga ako. Yung mga sinabi mo kung
Ano?
sinong makakapag-summarize ng yung mga binigay mong insights.
Oo.
Ayan. May
Sige nga.
may free giveaway, no?
Oo, may
Ako ng
GC,
sponsor
gift
muna.
certs.
Oh, ayan. Hindi, maganda. Maganda yung mga nasabi mo. Ito na, last na tayo.
Sige,
Yung
miss ko.
pag-game ko sa'yo.
Ano,
Kaya
may
nga may
pag-game pa talaga.
one,
Meron pa talagang struggle.
last
O,
na
sige.
talaga to, promise. Ayan. Yung di ba may 1 million, may 1 minute. Ito naman, may one word ako para sa'yo.
Okay.
Ito, one word. Mabilis lang ha. Kumbaga, dapat on top of your mind, yun na sabihin mo.
Sige.
Okay, ready? One word to
Okay.
describe Chloe.
Happy.
Ayan.
Parang
One word.
parang Tito Boy pala to. Okay.
Lights on, lights off. Ayan.
Oo.
Ayan. One word to describe your present work.
Great.
One word to describe your husband.
Partner.
One word to
Oh,
describe Qatar.
Qatar. Excellent. Oh, okay sa
One
akin
word
ang
to
Qatar.
describe. One word to describe your passion.
Never ending. Ay, 2 words yun.
Never.
Oo, never oo.
Ayun.
Unending, unending.
Unending yun. One word to describe your producer, Sondo.
Lovely.
Lovely, Sondo.
Oo.
One word to describe the women of today,
Empowered.
the women of yesterday.
Learning.
One word to describe men.
Men. Boys.
One word to describe me.
Wonderful.
Grabe siya. Ikaw na.
Mm.
Ayan. And one word to describe Pinay Talks.
This is, ano ba? One word lang?
One word
Fun!
lang.
Fun!
Fun. Ayan.
Ah.
Yan. Thank you so much, DJ
Salamat, Miss Con.
Chloe. It's really a great honor to have you on the episode 9 of Pinay Talks. And meron tayong naging usapan before the airing, di ba? So,
Ano
surprise,
na?
di ba?
Ano pag-usapan ko? Kamot
Dapat
ng ulo.
i-record ko
Ano nga
pala.
ba yun, Char? Sige,
Di ba?
sige.
Who knows, di ba, the viewers would love to have you the host for the next episode.
Sige
So,
ba? Sabihan mo
ayan,
lang
di ba?
ako.
Ayan,
Oo.
nausap tayo.
On record. Tingnan mo na, on record tuloy tayo.
Oo, naka-record, naka-live. Pero sinadya ko para may mga witnesses.
Alam mo, ikaw yung mga style mo
Hindi. Ayan. It's good to have, different, different personalities, di ba? interviewing other
Oo
people.
naman. Sige
Ayan.
ba? I will be in close contact. Don't worry.
Ayan.
I'm
Thank you
just
so
a
much.
WhatsApp away.
Yes, that's true. Ayan. Again, thank you so much. So, ayan, thank you po sa ating mga, ayan, sa asawa ko, sa anak ko. Ayan, hindi. So, I hope we were able to inspire a lot of, especially the women, di ba, based sa experience mo, how you are creating impact sa community and how you are, were able to overcome your fear, the challenges in your life. Actually, ang dami mo pang dapat share pero syempre, limited ang ating oras.
Oo. Next time ulit.
Next time uli, oo. Kasi meron tayong mga, yung bago sa bago natin mag-air, meron ka pang mga nakwento. So, I'm sure meron pang next time. So, yan po. So, once again, thank you so much, DJ Chloe. Any
Salamat.
last word? Any last word talaga eh. Any final
Oo.
remarks na lang? Ayan.
Ay, oo, vote wisely. Oh, next
Ayan,
year na
vote.
'yan.
Mhm.
Vote tuloy. Vote wisely tayo next year.
Kailan
Mga
pala
kabayan,
last?
Diyos ko po.
Okay lang ba last? Naku, hindi pa ako nakapag-register.
Mag-register na kayo. Not tayo dito sa Qatar mag-register na. Kasi ang dami pupunta sa embassy. Haba na ng pila.
Yes, oo.
Yun.
Importante yung ating boses ay marinig through our
Of
vote.
course.
Mhm.
Oo, right of suffrage. Kailangan bumoto.
Correct. Ayan. So once again, this is Concon and
Chloe, salamat
yeah.
po.
Yeah, thank you once again. Bye everyone. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Thank you, DJ Chloe.
Thank you, Miss Con.
God bless. Bye-bye, bye-bye.